Alrighty, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How we all doing, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. Of course, this is Play-by-Play with JJ, okay? Phillies, man, what a night last night. I mean, just such an emotional game, just hearts racing, tears, so much emotion in last night's game, and so many storylines, too. That was like a baseball... It was like a baseball dream come true in so many different ways. And I don't know how you top that off, but, well, we'll see how things go. But my name is Jason Joseph. I love you all so much. All right, Phillies, well, they're taking on the Washington Nationals. As far as it seems right now, the game should start on time. The weather is not supposed to be too friendly. It's been raining all day pretty much here in South Jersey, which is what I expected, but there hasn't been any sort of pushback for the game just yet. So anyhow, but yeah, man, so it'll be interesting to see how things play out tonight. How deep is Aaron Nola going to go? All right, will the rain impact Aaron Nola and how far he does go and how long he pitches? Don't know. Can the offense do a whole lot of damage, even with the rain on their side? Don't know. But that all remains to be seen. Okay, Phillies are 63-52 on the season. They're 32-22 at home. Meanwhile, the Nats are 50-65. They're 28-31 on the road. The Phillies are trying to clinch the series, and hopefully they'll be able to do so tonight. And then they start a 3-game series tomorrow, and then they play some more baseball. Okay, hi guys, how you all doing? All right, we'll get to more information about the lineup in just a few moments. I just wanted to say what's going on, Larry. What's going on, Darth Pooh? That game was movie surreal. If that happened in a baseball movie, I would call it ridiculous. 190, yep, exactly. And that doesn't. And by the way, Ryan Howard was in the booth last night, and they had these like waffle chicken burgers, these waffle chicken sandwiches that were like a new thing. And that was really cool as well. So I thought that was really, really awesome. What do you mean friendly? And that's not and that's Jersey, not Philadelphia. Oh, I think we're all having a side conversation on here. Cool. All right, Darth Pooh, Rising Rhino, Larry, what's going on, everybody? The bad luck charm is here, says Larry. Okay. So yes, okay. Well, I think Larry's going to bring a lot of good luck. I really do. All right, let's talk about the starting lineup. So we got C.J. Abrams leading things off. He's over at shortstop. Lane Thomas is playing out in right field. He's batting second. Joey Meneses batting third as the DH. Keibert Ruiz, the catcher for tonight's game for the Nats. He'll be batting in the cleanup spot. Dom Smith over at first base, batting fifth. Eldemiro Vargas is over at third base again. He's batting sixth. Jake Alou batting seventh over at second base, and Blake Rutherford out in left field, batting eighth, and Alex Call will wrap things up, batting ninth. He's playing out in center field. So, just to recap, it's Abrams, Thomas, Meneses, Ruiz, Smith, Vargas, Alou, Rutherford, and Call for the Nationals. Something else to keep your eye on is that the Braves actually lost today by a score of 7-5 in Pittsburgh, so they lose the series in Pittsburgh, and the Phillies, well, they're trying to gain some ground on them too, as well as the San Francisco Giants for that one wild card spot, the first wild card spot that is. And Aaron Nola is the guy that is going to be on the mound today for the Phils, and well, there's a lot of question marks about Aaron Nola tonight. It's not even just about his mechanics. It just goes back to how the weather's going to impact, how many innings he goes. That's first of all. Second of all, the other thing, too, is what type of Aaron Nola are we going to get? Are we going to get Cy Young Aaron Nola, where he, just goes really deep and is just mowing down hitters from left to right? Or are we going to get home run Nola? You never know. You just never know what type of outing you're going to get from him. And hopefully he pitches really well tonight. And you figure that, if the offense is struggling, Nola has to keep you involved with games. So that's what it really comes down to. in regards to Aaron Nola and the Phillies pitching staff. The bullpen, the good thing, and no one's talking about this, but the bullpen actually had a night off, and that was much needed. So now you can afford to have, I mean, I'm not saying that this should happen, but God forbid, if Aaron Nola can only go 4 innings or so, well, you can utilize that bullpen tonight because they got a full game of rest, and, you know, they were off on Monday. They pitched a lot on Tuesday. Yesterday they didn't. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I'm just curious to see what happens. What's a waffle burger? It's a burger that has waffles as bread. I missed one game and it's the best game ever. It's crazy. I had some awesome calls too. Yes. Okay. Don't say it won't. I've seen crazy things happen. So, I'll jinx it. Okay. All right. So, Nola is 9-8 on the season. He has a 4.58 earned run average and 147 strikeouts and a 1.14 whip. All right. His last outing, he went against the Kansas City Royals. He allowed 5 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and 8 hits as well. And, well, against the Washington Nationals, well, his last outing that he faced them, it wasn't really his sharpest. He really, really wasn't. It's been a very weird season for Aaron Nola, to say the least. The last time he faced them was actually last year, if I'm not mistaken. It was. All right, Phillies in their powder blue uniforms. That's how you know today's a Thursday. Because that's what they do on Thursdays now. I've noticed that. All right, so hopefully the rain will set aside. First pitch, it's up high and outside for ball 1. They're showing the game. That's good. I can't play the game though. On ball, no strikes. The pitch by Nola. It's a knuckle curve that's in there for a called strike. So the count is 1-1. C.J. Abrams hitting .258 on the season. He's slashing .258, .306, and .419 with 11 homers and 44 RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike. The kick and the pitch by Nola. It's way off the plate and outside for ball 2. So JT Realmuto behind the plate. Go through the defensive lineup right now. Harper's over at first, Stott's at second, Bohm's at third, Turner's at shortstop, and in the outfield, well, you got Schwarber, Rojas, and Wilson from left to right. The 2-1 offering foul ball down the left field line. And that'll make the count 2-2. Nola has allowed 34 walks this season. The 4.58 ERA has really just been the entire story of just the downs that he's had this year. 2-2 is the count. Nola kicks, fires the pitch. Popped up out to shallow left center field. Schwarber calls off Rojas, but Rojas will call him back off, and he makes the catch as he runs towards home plate, out towards the alleyway, and there's 1 out. So Abrams is retired, and there's 1 away. Abrams in the series so far, he's 2 for 11. Well, that was before the at-bat that he just had, with a double and a run. And now Thomas is due up. He homered in the doubleheader. That was the first game that they played in the afternoon. On Tuesday, the first pitch, swinging a fly ball. That's hit out to deep left field. That's going back, and it hits off the top of the wall. Schwarber plays on the bounce, throws it over to second base. The throw is off the line and not in time. Man, oh man, that thing almost got out of here. It hit the top of the garden rail out in left field, and Schwarber honestly positioned himself perfectly as he played it on a bounce, waited for the ball to come, and had the speed of the throw, but just was a little bit off the line as Stott tried to tag Logan Thomas. But they are going to review this to see if it is a home run or if it is ruled as a double. So this is not a challenge. They can review this, and they will. There's Dave Martinez, the manager of the Washington Nationals. So if the call stands, it'll just be a double hit by Thomas. I said Logan Thomas, didn't I? Lane Thomas. Well, it should be interesting to see what they ruled this. I didn't really see any sort of conclusive evidence that it ended up going out, but don't know. Sheesh, inches away from giving up a home run already. Yeah, you can't make this up, guys. Nola's 30 years old from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And, well, when you take a look at the stats over the last couple of years. All right, well, before we do that, let's see what the call is. All right, so the call is confirmed. It's a double and nothing else to it. So Nola dodged a little bullet there. So it was just inches away from being a solo homer. So last year, Nola had a 3.25 ERA and a .96 whip. So this is sort of like the 2021 Aaron Nola, where he had a 4.63 earned run average, a 1.13 whip. And he had allowed 165 hits. He's already allowed 129 this season so far. First pitch, it's a knuckle curve that's down low to Joey Meneses, who's hitting .279, batting on the right side with 11 homers and 63 runs batted in. 1 ball, no strikes. Thomas leads off over at second base. Nola looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The 1-0, swing and a miss. That knuckle curve looked pretty good as it just disappeared out of the strike zone like a magic trick. What's up, Phil's YT? How we doing? How we doing on here? Thanks for pointing that out, Larry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nola looks back at second again. The 1-1. Outside and low for ball 2. So that makes the count now 2-1. Phillies really had an incredible game last night. It only ended up being just a little bit over 2 hours, but felt like a lot of emotions. Just watching a movie, it felt like, in a lot of ways. The 2-1, that's off the plate for ball 3. Phillies have won 2 out of the 3 games that they've played so far. They split the doubleheader on Tuesday night. And then they won last night's game. The 3-1, swing and a miss. The knuckle curve was way down low, and it worked as Meneses went fishing after it. Michael Lorenzen, obviously, with the 14th no-hitter in Phillies franchise history last night. What a sensational game that was. The 3-2 bouncered over to third. Bohm calls off Turner, and the throw over to first is dug out by Harper. And there's 2 away. Lane Thomas will stay put over at second. And there's 2 outs. They just pulled up a little stat that Aaron Nola actually, when you look at the numbers, he has the lowest NL. He has not the lowest, but he has the 6th lowest NL WHIP. And the guy that has the 4th lowest WHIP in the National League is Zach Wheeler. But I guess it makes a lot of sense because Nola doesn't really give up a lot of hits besides home runs. I mean, he'll give up some extra base hits too, but a lot of the hits are just home runs. 1 ball, no strikes to Keibert Ruiz, who's up at the plate. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0, it's in there for a called strike. A sinker at 94. One of the really cool things about last night, obviously, besides the Wes Wilson home run, you had Nick Castellanos hitting career home runs number 199 and 200. And maybe he's starting to come around. It seems like that the offense is starting to click. And that's what we thought was going to be the bread and butter for the Phillies this season. Thomas leads off at second. Nola looks back at second. Now back to the plate. The 1-1. It's in there for a called strike on the upper third of the zone. Another sinker at 93. No off-speed pitches in this at-bat so far to Keibert Ruiz. That was a nice pitch. Did they call it a ball? Home plate umpire looked like it called it a strike, and it was definitely a strike. The 2-1 is outside an eye. My mistake. Even the graphics operator called it a strike, too, and had to change it back. Dom Smith waits in the on-deck circle. There's 2 outs. A runner over at second. Nola looks back at second. Now back to the plate. Winds up. Delivers the pitch. That was outside, but he gets a called strike right there. Probably making up for the call. That was on the 1-1 pitch. So that makes the count full. 17 pitches for Nola in the first. Lorenzen threw over 20 in the first last night. The 3-2, it's just taken down low. And Ruiz walks over to first. Ruiz was actually able to walk a couple of times in last night's game. He only went 0 for 1. So now the 5th man to come up to the plate, it'll be Dominic Smith. He's due up. He's hitting .266. He has 5 homers and 30 RBI. So far in the series, he's 3 for 8 with a double and 2 strikeouts. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it outside. So we're in the top of the first. There's 2 outs and runners over at first and second. The count is 1-0 to Dominic Smith. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch fouled back on a changeup at 88. Thank you. Thank you, man. Nola in a little bit of a jam here. With 20 pitches so far in just the first inning, there's 2 runners on. The count is 1-1. JT giving Nola the signs. Nola hesitates, looks back at second. Now back to the plate. Now back to second again. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire Brendan Miller says yes, he did. And Dom Smith disagrees heavily on that call. He's even mentioning some stuff to Tripp Gibson that he did not go. And time is called. So the count is 1-2. I don't know. It was pretty close. They didn't show a replay, but in real time, it looked like it was pretty close. 2 outs, 2 runners on in the top of the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola facing Smith. Who will win the battle? The 1-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Nola got the call. It was outside, and Dominic Smith getting very fired up with Tripp Gibson. But the inning is over. Nola gets out of a jam, and we head to the bottom of the first. Phillies coming up to bat. Nationals, nothing to it. Wow. That was a gift. That was a gift. Oh, man. Thanks for the great broadcast yesterday. What a game. Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. Man, I listened to the other broadcast, too, and I got to tell you, I think we did. I mean, they did great. Like, WIP was awesome. I seriously, like, listened to the full games. Like, I do that sometimes, guys. I sometimes listen to NBC Sports Philly and WIP, and I'll literally, like, sync it up, you know, and I'll sometimes, like, mute Tom McCarthy, put on Scott Fransky, and then go back and then play Tom McCarthy and figure out how he would call a play. You know, like those types of strategies, you guys don't see that. You guys don't know what goes on, nor should you really care about it because you guys are here just to have a good time. But yes, so, and thank you all for the birthday wishes, guys. That really means a lot to me. It really does. You don't like this umpire? Well, he just gave Aaron Nola a good call right there, so I guess you got to like him. Am I a Nats fan? Are you talking to me? All right, everybody's singing happy birthday to me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Okay, all right, let's go to the bottom of the first. We got Kyle Schwarber leading things off. He's out in left field. Alec Boehm's over at third base. Bryce Harper's at first. He's batting third. Nick Castellanos in the cleanup spot at the DH. Bryson Stott's at second base. Almost at center field. Bryson Stott's over at second. He's batting fifth. Trey Turner goes back he was batting leadoff last night, and he goes back down to the sixth spot. He is batting sixth over at shortstop. And JT Realmuto is catching behind the plate. He's batting seventh. Wes Wilson playing out in right field, batting eighth. And batting ninth is Johan Rojas. Well, here's the veteran Patrick Corbin himself, who is 7-11 on the season. I've always thought that was really cool when I'd see 7-11 next to the records. Also a good gas station, too. The 1-0, it's outside for ball two. So the first pitch was outside. The second pitch was outside too. So Patrick Corbin is the only active member. He's the only active player that's on the Nationals roster from the World Series. The 2-0, that's down low for ball three. Steven Strasburg, of course, unfortunately on the injured list, and so is Victor Robles. 3 balls, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber. The pitch on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. So the count is 3-1. Jacqueline, I worked at NFL Films, and I got this hat. So that was really, really cool. The 3-1, that's down low for ball four, and Kyle Schwarber starts off the bottom of the first with a leadoff walk. That's not why, Larry. I worked at NFL Films, and I like the hat. I do. All right, Alec Boehm is coming up. Boehm has gone 2 for 8 in the series so far against the Nationals. He went back-to-back with Kyle Schwarber in Game 1 of the doubleheader. It was on Tuesday. First pitch, inside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Bowman in 293, leading the team in RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Bohm tried to take a hack at that, but just was not able to catch up to it. So the count is 1-1. Behind the plate for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz will be the battery pack, if you will, for Patrick Corbin. The 1-1. That ball is skied out to left center field. On the run, though, is Rutherford, and he's there to make the catch. He was running towards home plate. And now we'll head back out to left field. And here comes Bryce Harper. He's playing out in left center field. That's where he made the catch. Harper hit in 294. 7 homers and 38 RBI. He had a big RBI double that would help score Alec Boehm from first base to put the Phillies up 1-0 in last night's game. The first pitch, swinging the high fly ball, hit out to center field, backing up his call, and he's there to make the catch right in front of the track. Going back over to first is Schwarber as the throw is drawn towards the infield, and Bryce Harper not so happy with himself as he thought he had it. And here comes Nick Castellanos, who had 2 home runs in last night's game, numbers 199 and 200 of his career, and his son Liam got to witness it all and celebrate with his dad. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers the first pitch way outside for ball 1. So Dom Smith is over at first, Jake Alou's over at second, Ildemaro Vargas is over at third, CJ Abrams playing over at shortstop. And then Blake Rutherford's out in left, Alex Call's in center, and Lane Thomas is in right field. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. A slider at 81. And Castellanos swung pretty early at that. It's funny because when he gets a hold of one, he just drills it. And he can carry it a long ways. But when he misses it badly. The 1-1, check swing, did he go? The pitch was in the dirt, and the first base umpire, Jordan Baker, says no. 2 balls, 1 strike to Castellanos, who has raised his batting average to .277. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's in the dirt. And the count is now 3-1. Well, so far, pretty clear. At Citizens Bank Park. 3-1 delivery. Grounder hit over to third base. Vargas has it, throws over to second. And that's a fielder's choice ground out to end the inning by Nick Castellanos. No runs. It was a leadoff walk by Kyle Schwarber and nothing to it for the Phillies. And we go to the top of the second on August 10th. As the Phillies and Nats are scoreless so far. Okay. All right, guys. Guys, in case you're new to my channel, first of all, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell icon, too, so that way you know when I upload. So, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. That's the whole thing. I want you to get to know me for who I am. Graduated college last year, went to Rowan University to study sports broadcasting and became a sports communication and media major. Got to work with the minor league affiliate of the Washington Nationals. That's the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Got to call games for them. Also play foul ball music, do a lot of stuff with the radio station. Had a really cool time doing all that sort of stuff. It's actually really cool to see guys like Jake Alou and some of these other guys that I've gotten to see, make it to the show. That's like one of the coolest things about doing minor league baseball. But yes, but other than that, I call games for the Delaware Bluecoats. They're the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. Had a lot of experience with that and got to see them make it to the G League finals twice. And that was really cool. But after I graduated, I said that I have to get more reps. I have to do this like almost every day, guys. And the only way for me to do it is literally just to get better. And why not do it by just calling games for my favorite teams? And that's what we've been doing. And it's grown to the point where we're using this channel as more of just, more than just play-by-play with JJ. It's, now JJ Sports Media. That's what we call it now. So, but the channel for now is still called Play-by-Play with JJ, but we don't just do play-by-play, guys. Ildemaro Vargas will lead things off in the top of the second. The first pitch was in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. So Nola went with a changeup there. The bases are empty. We're in the top of the second inning. He had 22 pitches in the first, which is pretty much around the ballpark of what Michael Lorenzen had in the first inning of last night's game. The 0-2 delivery to Vargas inside for ball 1. It was a sinker at 93. Vargas batting on the left side. So far in the series for him, he's 2 for 11 with a home run. A solo home run he had in the doubleheader. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. That knuckle curve was absolutely filthy. And Aaron Nola gets his second strikeout. Just the way to describe that pitch. That was sort of like a backdoor knuckle curve, if you will. Where Vargas just completely fell off balance. I think he was thinking fastball and then just was certainly fooled on that pitch for sure. Good job by Nola. That's back-to-back strikeouts dating back to the end of the first. And here comes Jake Alou, who takes a strike at the knees, a knuckle curve at 79. Alou has 5 RBI this season. He's hitting .243 with .282 as the on-base percentage and a .270 slugging. The 0-1. That is just off the plate for ball one. As far as the crew chief for tonight, you got Trip Gibson calling the balls and strikes. Over at first is Jordan Baker. And Derek Thomas is over at second base. And Brendan Miller is the third base umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it outside. He went with a knuckle curve again that time. The other thing that I noticed about Aaron Nola when you're watching him pitch in 2022 and you're watching him pitch this season in 2023 is that the knuckle curve really hasn't had as much movement as it did. The 2-1, that's down low for ball 3. Even in the St. Louis wild card series, he was just going to that pitch from left to right, and it just looked absolutely filthy. He was getting a lot of movement on it, and because it just hasn't been working as much, the fastball's been flat, and some of these other pitches that he's throwing are not the same velocity. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Did anyone hear about Media Little League? No, I didn't. The count is full to Jake Alou. The payoff pitch by Nola, swinging a fly ball hit out to center field. Rojas tracks it down towards his left side, and he's there to make the catch. Right at the belt. And there's 2 outs. Oh, wow. Here comes Blake Rutherford, who has still yet to record his first hit with the Nationals. First pitch. It's a 4-seamer on the upper third of the strike zone for a called strike. He's 0 for 14 to start the season off. He's been playing out in left field. That's where Dave Martinez wants to put him. The 0-1. Swinging a bouncer, pulled over towards the first base side. Stott has it, though, and throws a little toss over to first as he gloved it down towards his shoe. And the throw to first was in plenty of time. And there's a 1-2-3 inning by Aaron Nola. And we go now to the bottom of the second. Phillies nothing, Nationals nothing. No, Darth Pooh, you're thinking about something else. You're thinking about Kevin Brown, who is actually supposed to come back tomorrow. That's the Orioles announcer. Yeah. I'm not going to get into the whole discussion about Little League Baseball, about it being televised. I think it's really cool, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, guys. But what was I going to say? But yes, I do think it's cool to I do think it's cool to have these things, but there's also blessings and curses with everything, guys. That's just how it goes. Orioles actually owned up to their mistake. There is a rabbit hole of Little League World Series. I mean, about it being televised or not televised, I don't want to really go into that debate. I really don't. I see the pros and the cons of doing it, but I don't really want to go into that. I don't want to do that on my birthday. I don't want to do that. But I will tell you this, okay? If you guys are new to the channel, okay, make sure that you make sure you subscribe, turn on those notification bell icons, so that way you know when I upload. All right? Patrick Corbin is going out there on the bump to pitch the bottom of the second, and the first pitch to Stott is way up high for ball one. Stott did not play in last night's game, as Castro was playing over at second base. The 1-0, it's in there for a strike. The wind is blowing in at the bank. So probably not a whole lot of balls are going to be hit out. But that could change, of course. The 1-1. It's off the plate for ball 2. Stott hitting .302 with a .346 on-base percentage and a .438 slugging percentage as well. The 2-1, that's fouled off. I feel like when we talk about Bryson Stott, we don't always talk about his speed. This is a guy who has 21 stolen bases and is second right behind Trey Turner. The 2-2, grounder, poked over to shortstop, bobbled by Abrams. He gathers himself, though, and the throw over to first. That's off the line. Ruiz gets over to it, but Bryson Stott is aboard. So Abrams initially, he bobbled the ground ball, threw it over to first. It was so wide towards the left side of Dominic Smith. And Smith tried to dive for it. Just got past him, but Keibert Ruiz was there to back him up. Wonder if that's going to be 2 errors charged to Abrams or if it's just going to be an infield single. Don't know the ruling yet, but we do know that Stott is aboard. The throw back to first, not in time, and Trey Turner is due up. Turner had 2 hits in last night's game. He was batting in the leadoff spot and was the designated hitter. Thanks, Larry. Thanks, PAS. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Cool. All right, first pitch was outside for ball 1. Turner hitting .243. He has 11 home runs and 40 runs batted in. He is second on the team in doubles with 25, right behind Castellanos. The 1-0, line drive caught over at shortstop by C.J. Abrams as he makes the leaping catch. Turner hit it sharply, but you got to tip your cap to C.J. Abrams. Well, makes up for the error. Just caught it right out of the shoe. And there's one away. So Turner lines out to short. Glove was pretty high, too, when he made the catch. So an E6 and an L6. Charge to C.J. Abrams, and we're in the bottom of the second. JT comes up. The first pitch was a ball, so he's ahead in the count 1-0 here. JT has gone over in the series so far. Throw back to first. Disengagement by Patrick Corbin. It's not in time. And Stott remains in there safely. JT is average now at .241. The 1-0. That's well off the plate. The funny part about last night's game that I listened to during the post-game show is that John Kruk said that so much was going on that he actually stopped keeping score after the second inning. The 2-0 pitch. The runner goes, and the throw over to second is not in time. It was actually dropped over at second base by Jake Alou, and I think a good throw by Ruiz would have got him. And Stott is even laughing as he was trying to slide into second base. It's really just bobbled by Alou. So Stott gets in there, the 3-0. That's down low for ball 4. And on 4 pitches, JT draws a walk, and that puts runners over at first and second. Some small ball action for the Phils. And here comes Wes Wilson, the man of the hour. With his first career home run in his first Major League at-bat last night. The 28-year-old swings and misses at the first pitch thrown by Patrick Corbin. The cool thing about Wes Wilson is that he was drafted in the 17th round of the 2016 MLB draft by the Brewers. The 0-1 downstairs for ball one. In the minor leagues, he played 706 games for 6 different teams and had 97 homers and 372 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it outside and low. And that'll make the count now 2-1. Well, his family is still out there. This time, they're actually out in right field. Towards the first base side, actually in foul territory. The right side of the field. The 2-1. It's down low for ball 3. He walked 2 times last night and has gotten on base all 3 times he's come up. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch by Corbin. Swinging a line drive over at shortstop. The throw back to second. There's 1. The throw to first. It's in time. Wilson looking at Calitri saying maybe they should review this, and Rob Thompson puts the hand up. What a play, though, by C.J. Abrams. If the call stands, it's a 6-4-3 double play. Calitri's on the phone right now. Are they going to challenge this? That's the question. I thought Wilson may have beat it out because Dom Smith's foot was not on the line, and it wasn't. It was not. So the Phillies will most likely challenge this. And they will. So once the call is overturned, it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice and just another throwing error by C.J. Abrams. Or not by C.J. Abrams, sorry. This time it actually comes from the second baseman. That was from Jake Alou that time. They were showing C.J. Abrams, and I was like, wait a second. That's not the right, or that's not right. Abrams made a really good throw over to second base, and then Alou's throw was a little bit high, and Dom Smith had to jump, and his foot was off the bag. So that will put runners at the corners with a fielder's choice. They still haven't ruled the call in just yet, but Tripp Gibson and Jordan Baker, you look at their height difference, it's just absolutely, it's really funny. Jordan Baker, of course, the tallest umpire in Major League Baseball. And Gibson with the call. All right, so the call is overturned. The runner is out at second. And Wes Wilson gets on with a fielder's choice, so he still is on base. What do you mean safe? He's naturally 8 feet 3 inches. Did I say safe to say? I don't know. So a fielder's choice ground out. And Johan Rojas is coming up. Did they charge that as an E4, though? Because I wonder if they did that. Rojas will take a strike. And he's behind in the count 0-1. Runners at the corners. We're in the bottom of the second. There's 2 outs. The 0-1 to Rojas. Swinging a pop-up right behind the plate. And it goes out of play. So that'll make the count now 0-2. The security guard just caught the foul ball. Somebody in 321. Somebody in 321 just caught that foul ball. It was a security guard that was over there. She was like, I got it, and she just gave it to a fan. No balls, 2 strikes. That was a police officer. That's what I just said. Throw back to first, and now Wilson's in a pickle. The throw is made over to second. Well, what just happened? They didn't show what just happened. Was it bobbled by Dom Smith? I believe it was. I believe Smith bobbled it. That was not good camera movement whatsoever. It's hard to tell what happened. All right, so now they'll show a replay. So Wilson was caught in the rundown, and Dom Smith bobbled it. And everybody's safe. That puts runners over at second and third. No balls, 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. The pitch inside for ball 1. Man, oh man, what? That's just it's just like a little league play. You can't take your eyes off the ball. As soon as you're looking to throw over to second base, he did. He was just staring over at Wes Wilson. The 1-2, swing and a miss. And Rojas strikes out to end the inning on a breaking ball that was in the dirt. So 2 runners come on for the Phils. They're stranded over at second and third, and we go to the top of the third as it is still scoreless at the bank. That was poor camera. Yeah, I saw that. Such poor camera work. All right, guys, I'm going to take a very quick step off. I'll be right back in just a few moments, all right? I'll see you guys really, really soon. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notification bell icons, too, so that way you know when I upload. If there's one birthday gift that I would like to have today, okay, I really would like us to try to reach 100 likes. That would really mean a lot to me. And I mean that. Like, we've been so close to getting 100. And I think we can do it, guys. So, get your friends to come on, support the channel, and, yeah, I'll see you guys really soon. Okay, here we go. Back to the top of the third inning. Nola out there for his third frame of work. Comes set, winds up. The first pitch is outside. So 9-1-2 are due up. Alex Call will start off the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch inside for ball 2. You guys are my family. You guys are. You are. And I mean that. The 2-0. That's at the knees for a called strike. Call hitting 204, just about a couple of ticks above the Mendoza line. Lifetime against Aaron Nola. Only 0 for 1. The 2-1 offering. A knuckle curve that's in there for a called strike on the inside corner. I don't want to jinx it, but that knuckle curve looks pretty good so far. There have been a couple of times where it did come out a little bit flat, but for the most part, it's been a solid pitch for him tonight. 2-2 is the count. Phillies in their powder blue uniforms. The 2-2 delivery by Nola. Swinging a bouncer. It's fouled, though, towards the third base side. Doesn't count, though, because it wasn't on my actual birthday, though. Balls, 2 strikes. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers, and that's a changeup at 86. Oh, man. So that makes the count full. Orioles, they beat the Houston Astros today. Saw that game. That was a 5-4 score. It ended up being in the favor of Baltimore. Payoff pitch. It's a grounder that's hit foul, and it'll stay out of play. So, I learned today that, for those of you that didn't know this, all right, Michael Lorenzen, right? He went to Fullerton High School. Okay, he's one of 4 pitchers who have made it to the big leagues from that school. The 3-2 that's fouled off. Okay, and every single pitcher that made it to the majors has thrown at least one no-hitter from that school at Fullerton High School. They were Walter Johnson, okay, Steve Busby, who actually pitched 2 no-hitters and played 8 years with the Royals from 1972 to 80. Mike Warren, who pitched for the A's from 83 to 85. And, of course, as of yesterday, Michael Lorenzen. The payoff pitch by Nola, swinging a grounder, hit over to third, gobbled up by Bohm. The throw over to first, across the diamond is in time. Fullerton, California. So, there's one away. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. So now we flip the lineup card. Yes, Richard Nixon did go there too. That is correct. Abrams at the plate, batting on the left side. The pitch, swing and a miss. That pitch was way down low. Nola with 44 pitches so far. Bases are empty. We're in the top of the 3rd. Abrams flied out in the 1st. His average is at 257. The 0-1, it's up on the upper third of the zone for a called strike, actually. The other thing that he talked about last night that I thought was really powerful during his post-game presser is that he mentioned this on WIP and also even on NBC Sports Philadelphia, that Caleb Cotham actually helped him with the changeup. The 0-2, grounder, it's fouled. He said, quote, "He showed me the grip that I had in 2019, and my grip from the past 2 years was different, and I didn't realize it. So we went back to that grip, the old one, and the changeup worked very well for me tonight," end quote. I think that I was mentioning that it was so good. The 0-2, line drive back up the middle for a base hit. And C.J. Abrams gets aboard with a single out to center field against Johan Rojas. I was mentioning last night, too, that Lorenzen's changeup looked really, really good. And when I was watching film on him, I noticed that he wasn't throwing it too much. And, well, he threw it almost 28% of the time last night. A runner on. One out in the top of the 3rd. Thomas at the plate. First pitch is inside for ball 1. One and 0 is the count. Nola comes set, throws back over to first, and that is not in time as Abrams gets back in there safely. Got to watch out for him on the bases because he can certainly do a lot of damage on the base paths. There's one out, 1 ball, no strikes. To Lane Thomas, who's 1 for 1 today. Almost hit a homer his first time up the pitch. It's in there for a called strike. Throw over to second base, though, by JT is not in time. And C.J. Abrams is able to get stolen base number 28 on the season. And the count is 1-1. That's why he's batting in the leadoff spot for them. He's just able to get some really good jumps. I like how the pitch selection changed the 3rd time through the order. I thought you didn't watch the game last night. The 1-1. It's a bouncer that's foul. Oh, but you probably saw that. You probably saw that as like an analytic. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Credit JT. Credit Caleb Cotham. And credit JT, and also credit Rob Thompson, man. Credit Rob Thompson for sure. What's up, RC? How you doing, man? 1 out, a runner over at second, and Nola's just gonna thought about disengaging, but he takes a step off as he looked back over at second, and Abrams was kept in check. We're in the top of the third inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lane Thomas. The 1-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. A 93-mile-per-hour four-seamer. And that one just froze up Thomas. Oh, man. Absolutely a gorgeous pitch. I was surprised he went with the four-seamer there, but it worked. Joey Meneses is coming up to the plate. He's batting on the right side, and the first pitch that he sees is a sinker at 90. And that's in there for a strike. Joey grounded out in the first. His average now at 278. He has 11 homers and 63 RBI. Lane Thomas actually leads the team in that category. He has 67. The 0-1 inside. One with a sinker right there. The National Baseball Hall of Fame also sent out a tweet today saying that Michael Lorenzen's Van Spikes are on their way to Cooperstown. That's where it'll be. The 1-1. It's at the knees for a called strike. Two outs, a runner over at second. Yes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola kicks, fires the pitch. Check swing, he didn't go, but the ball was in the dirt and JT had to get up. It didn't bounce too far in front of him, but the count is now 2-2. On deck is Keibert Ruiz. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. What are we doing, guys? We're slacking. We're slacking on my birthday, guys. We got to hit that thumbs up button. We got to get to 100 likes. And I would really, really appreciate that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's a foul ball. You guys can do it like in between the innings too, but just hit that thumbs up button. 56 pitches for Nola, and we're not through the third just yet. 2 outs, though, and the count is 2-2. Lots of 2s on the board. A runner over at second. There's 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch, foul ball. And the count still remains at 2-2. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate that. Nola comes set. Winds up. Kicks. Fires the pitch. Fly ball hit out to left center field. On the run, though, is Schwarber towards the alleyway, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over as Schwarber tracks it down. And that's going to do it as we head to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless at the bank in the series finale between the Phillies and the Nationals. And the Phillies will be right back. I hit the like button every inning. You're funny. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. I really do. The one thing I'm trying to do a little bit more on here, guys, is I'm definitely like not ignoring anybody. Like I don't want you to think that I realize that I have to, like do a better job at like staying focused because the main thing is still the event. Like you guys, of course, incorporating you guys is really important to me. But because we got so many people on here now, we're at the point now where, we can't keep up with every single conversation. So I just want you to understand, like, don't take it personally. Like, do not take it personally because it's a lot to do. And, I'm spotting myself for the most part. Some of you guys, though, I do have to say, some of you guys come on here with, like, really, really cool facts. And I do appreciate that so much. That does mean a lot. If you would like to support the channel, okay, you can feel free to leave a super chat down below, first of all. Yeah, a quarter of a century, says my mom. He's 25. Thanks. Yes, 25, man. It's pretty awesome. I just looked at the date, my phone buzzed, and I see August 10th, and I'm like, wow. Man, we're young as a broadcaster. Usually a lot of people don't reach their prime for broadcasting until they're in their 40s. That's the truth. So, just trying to do this. The Phillies, technically speaking, have not gotten a hit. But we're in the bottom of the third, and Kyle Schwarber's due up. Top of the spot. Top of the lineup, actually. But yeah, definitely don't take it personally, guys. The 0-1, that's down low for ball one. Kyle's average at 183 is 30 homers and 72 RBI. He was getting ready to come in for last night's game. He had the night off. The 1-1 looked like it was a little bit outside, but it catches the outside corner in the eyes of Tripp Gibson. And honestly, he probably needed the night off anyways. So, it kind of worked out. The 1-2. Bouncer. It's chopped foul, though. And it'll stay foul. So we didn't really talk too much about Patrick Corbin. But just to get back to his conversation, well, he's 7-11 on the season, as I mentioned before. He's a 5.03 earned run average. 89 strikeouts. The 1-2. Slapped down the first base line. It's a foul ball, though. Well, he's been playing at the big league since 2012. He spent 7 seasons with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And in his first year with the Nationals, won a World Series. And that was definitely his best season. He was 14-7 that year as the third starter. The pitch. The count is now 2-2. His ERA that season, well, it was at 3.25. The 2-2 pitch. Down low for ball 3. I mean, that starting rotation with Steven Strasburg and Max Scherzer and Patrick Corbin was pretty awesome. Then they had some unsung heroes, like guys like Howie Kendrick and, of course, Victor Robles, too. And along with their stars. The 3-2, it's up high for ball 4. And Kyle Schwarber's going to walk over to first as he gets on with his second walk of the day. That was also the same year that Ryan Zimmerman retired, too. And they finally got to win one for him. He was the OG. He was there when the Nationals first came to Washington. Alec Boehm due up. The first pitch, swinging the fly ball, hit out to right center field. That's going back to the track to the wall. It hits off the top of the scoreboard. Schwarber rounding second, going over to third. The throw is cut off, but misplayed by the second baseman, but Abrams was there to back it up. He was playing over at second base. The throw was off the line, and Alec Boehm gets in there with a double. The first hit of the day for the Phils, and that one was out towards right center field. Just a fastball in the outside corner of the plate, and Alec Boehm, his timing has been so good, and when he's going the opposite way, there's a whole lot of things to say about what he's able to do. He's become such a great ball player, and it's not even just about the power anymore. It's just about the IQ, and I think that his IQ has been up to par, to say the least, over these last couple of weeks. Bryce Harper due up. We're in the bottom of the third. 2 runners on. The pitch up high and outside for ball 1. Harper's 0 for 1. He's facing Patrick Corbin here. Lifetime against Corbin. Harper is 11 for 38. The 1-0. That's downstairs for ball 2. He has struck out 13 times against him. So he's hitting .289 lifetime against Patrick Corbin. Lefty on lefty. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. Downstairs again for ball 3. And this is the inning where Patrick Corbin has really struggled this season. It's been the 3rd inning. 3 balls, no strikes to Bryce Harper. The pitch outside for ball 4. And Harper walks over to first, and that's going to load the bases for Nick Castellanos. There's still nobody out. During the month of August, Castellanos is hitting .316 with 5 homers, 10 RBI, and his OPS is at 1.044. Big spot for him right here. Well, now is the big time for him to try to come through. Hickey is going out there to talk things over with the infielders and Patrick Corbin himself. Lifetime, Corbin has actually pitched pretty well against Castellanos. He's 2 for 8 lifetime with an RBI, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Nobody out. Bases are juiced for the Phils, who are 63-52 on the season. They're 32-22 at home, and have been playing really good baseball over the last week or so. Schwarber at third, Bohm at second, Harper at first. The first pitch, swinging a grounder over to third. The throw over to the plate is in time, and the bases are still loaded. That's going to go down as a 5-2 fielder's choice. I mean, just poor plate discipline that time by Nick Castellanos. I have to call it like it is. Just swings at a pitch that was way down low and outside. This guy's throwing balls, and you just have to be patient. And he was not patient right there. First pitch to Bryson Stott as he comes up. There's 1 out, and he sees a fastball at 92. There's a saying about patience in baseball, but I can't really think of it right now. It will probably come to me. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's on the outside corner for strike 2. Pitch number 50, and the count is now 0-2. So Castellanos is at first, Harper's at second, and Bohm's over at third. The 0-2 delivery. Good take by Bryson Stott. And Stott makes the count now 1-2. Saw YouTubers say the other day it's impossible to provide and lock into the content and always read all the comments, so I totally understand. Yeah, man. The 1-2 pitch. There's a grounder hit over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's 1, and the throw back to first. It's in time. And Bryson Stott slams the helmet down, and the inning is over. So the Phillies, they had the bases loaded with nobody out, and the Philly fanatic, well, the look on his face is just pure disappointment. But we head to the top of the 4th. We're still scoreless at the bank. What's up, Eric? Thanks for coming on here. I did see one comment from Amber. Can we get a shout out for Ethan and Liliana? Shout out to Ethan and shout out to Liliana. Thanks for coming on here. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off, guys. I got to take a quick break, but I'll be right back. All right? I'll see you really, really soon. Larry, you weren't here when I said this last night that we had a baseball player that played at Rowan. His name was Trip McCaffrey. So yes, but he spells it with one P. This guy, who's the home plate umpire, his name is Trip Gibson, spells it with two P's. So yes, chair reveal. All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. It means a lot. First pitch, it's down low for a ball to Keibert Ruiz, who's batting now on the left side. 1 ball, no strikes. Nola comes set at the letters, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's a foul ball towards the third base dugout, and it goes way out of play. Nola, as I mentioned, he's 30 years old. He went to LSU, spent 3 years playing varsity baseball for Catholic High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And at the end of his senior year, which was back in 2011, the Louisiana Sports Writers Association actually named Nola the state's Mr. Baseball. Which a lot of people really don't know. The 1-1, swinging the fly ball, hit out to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball by inches. What a catch, though, by that fan. Oh, my gosh. It was sort of like a basket catch, I think, that he was able to make. So the count is now 1-2. Ruiz walked in his first plate appearance. Aaron and Austin were actually selected by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 2011 draft. The 1-2. It's fouled off. Yeah, that means a lot to me, RC. Drop your link down below, man. Please. Howie, yes, and Howie is actually a part of the Phillies front office. Yes. The 1-2, swing and a foul ball. It's down the first base line. And the count still remains at 1-2. Yeah, Howie Kendrick still actually does work in the Phillies organization. One ball, two strikes. The pitch is down low for ball two. He's a special assistant to the GM. So that was back on November 16th of 2021 that he was named as a member of the front office. The 2-2, that's fouled off. So Keibert Ruiz was one of the guys that was traded in the Juan Soto trade along with Josh Bell. It would send Soto and Bell over to the Padres last year at the trade deadline. Another one of those guys was Robert Haig, the third, and Mackenzie Gore. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're still scoreless, and we're in the top of the 4th. The pitch. Swinging a little bouncer, hit over to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for Bohm. He barehands it, throws over to first, and it's in time. Great play by Alec Bohm. He had to really hurry and go over towards his left side and just was able to make a great play. And there's the first out. Those are the types of plays that I have to get better calling. So hopefully that was as descriptive as possible. Dom Smith due up. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers, and it's outside for ball 1. Smith struck out in the first. His batting average is at .265. Yep, the stream froze. There we go. All right, we're back. We're back, guys. Nola comes set just above the chest, kicks, fires the pitch. It's fouled off. So that makes the count now 1-1. We're just approaching the 8 o'clock hour. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. All right, one birthday wish that I have is just to get 100 thumbs ups. All right, I don't know if we're going to get 100 people on here, but every single one of you better hit that thumbs up button. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch by Nola. Swinging a high bouncer, hit over to first, and Harper bobbles it as it hits the bag. And he tried to keep it in front of him. He did, but it got too far away from him, and Dom Smith beats it out. And that's going to obviously be an error charged to Bryce Harper. Just a routine ground ball. I think Harper was thinking to himself, should I go for it now? And it actually hit the front of the bag, and he didn't anticipate that that was going to take a little bit of some topspin, if you will, and it almost hit him in the face. So, just an unlucky bounce. He probably should have charged towards the bag, but when you're not playing first every day, it's hard to anticipate that. Now a conversation will be had on the mound. Hopefully this doesn't pressure Aaron Nola. There's a runner over at first. And Trip Gibson is going to go out there to break up the conversation between all the infielders, JT Realmuto and Aaron Nola. And now everybody will go back to their spots. All right, spotters. Was that in there? Let me know. Ildemaro Vargas is 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. He's in .239 on the season. He has 3 homers and 18 RBI. Nola looks back at first, now back to the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. Knuckle curve at 80. Again, good velocity on that. The Cardinals, as we check the other scores around the league, they have a 3-0 lead in Tampa. Royals and Red Sox just got started. They're actually in the bottom of the 3rd, so it's still early, but not too early. No balls, 1 strike. No score so far. The pitch. It's on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. Call could have gone either way, but Nola did get the call that time. Oh, 0-2 is the count. Nola comes set at the chest. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-2. Ground ball. It's hit over to first. It's a foul ball, though. Harper was like, can that be a fair ball? And the first base umpire, Jordan Baker, was like, nope. Can't make up for the air that way. It's like struggling along. It was like, oh, come on. Like, I really wanted that. That's not how it works, though. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 4th. The runner leads off over at first. That's Dom Smith. And Nola will take a very quick step off. Smith, who's over at first base, was selected by the New York Mets as the 11th overall pick in the 2013 draft. The 0-2, pop up, hit out towards the infield grass. Harper calls off Stott, and he's there to squeeze it for out number 2. Oh, at least he got an out. There'd be some times like where I'd be playing some baseball and I'd bobble a ground ball and I would always get so upset, but the main thing is that you got to bounce back and you got to shake it off. First pitch to Alou is lined out to right field, and Wilson will bobble that one. He thought he made the catch, but he lost it. And Alou goes into second base. The throw is not in time, and Smith goes over to third. I think it went in and out of the glove of Wes Wilson, who's playing out in right field. The ball was hit towards the alleyway, and Wilson, he caught it, but he dropped. Oh, nope, he didn't catch it. It just slipped out of his glove. He was looking and was like, wait, where is it? But from the angle that they were showing from the home plate advantage, it looked like he caught it and then just dropped it at the last second. But he didn't even catch it. He didn't even have full possession of it. So there's runners over at second and third. There's 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Nola in a little bit of a jam. Not all his fault. The first pitch, though, to Rutherford is swung on and missed. Just a tough play. Got to be better. Rutherford's 0 for 1. Still looking for his first hit in the Nationals uniform. The pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 is the count. Nola comes set at the chest, kicks, fires, and swung on and missed. A changeup at 86. With runners in scoring position, opponents are hitting .274 against Aaron Nola with 7 homers and 49 RBI this season. And with runners in scoring position with 2 outs, they're actually hitting .313 against him with 3 homers and 21 RBI. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola comes set, winds up the pitch. Down low for ball 2. It's a big spot here for Nola. Two outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. Big spot here. We're only in the top of the 4th. It's been a pretty slow game so far for a scoreless one. The pitch. Foul ball. And the count still remains at 2-2. At Citizens Bank Park this season, opponents are actually batting 210 against him. His 63 strikeouts at home, with 57 2/3 of an inning pitched and a 3.75 earned run average. Alou's over at second. Dominic Smith is over at third. Both of them got on with mistakes from the defense. 2 outs, though. A big spot here. The count is tied up. The 2-2 pitch by Nola. Oh, he did not get the call. It was just a little bit inside for ball 3, and that was the right call by Tripp Gibson. and that'll make the count full. 80 pitches for Nola, so keep your eye on that. Realmuto did try to sell it, but it did not fool Tripp Gibson. The count is full. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Nola will call for time as it just resets. I think Nola got a little bit confused with Tripp Gibson there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on in scoring position. The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer that's fouled, and the count is still full. Another knuckle curve right there. Hopefully that wasn't a spoiler, Phils. As if it was, I have to give you a warning, man. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And Rutherford strikes out. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies and Nationals are scoreless so far. All right, so that wasn't a spoiler. Sometimes it's really hard to tell, guys. All right, cool. Great. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to take another step off in the bottom of the 4th. Noah struggles in different innings every game. Well, he worked his way out of it, Larry. You do have to give him that. Because, yes, like, you're absolutely right, but it wasn't his fault. And he actually pitched pretty well. So, give him his props when he's doing well. And, let him hear it when he's not pitching well. All right, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. That's my only birthday wish that I asked for today. All right? Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 thumbs ups. All right? I'll be right back in just a little bit, and I will see you guys very, very, very soon. Oh, that was quick. All right. Quick turnaround. All right, bottom of the 4th. The count is 0-1 to Trey Turner. First pitch was in there for a called strike. Corbin with only 53 pitches so far. Nola has a little bit over 80. The 0-1, it's down low for ball 1. So that makes the count 1-1. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers the next pitch. Foul ball. So 2 former teammates going up against one another. Trey Turner and Patrick Corbin, of course, teammates with the Washington Nationals. Have some pretty good history with each other. The 1-2, it's a grounder pulled over towards the first base side, gobbled up, and thrown over to first for the second out by Jake Alou, who had to go over towards his left. The glove was low, and he threw it over to first to get the first out of the bottom of the 4th. The bell is royal blue color tonight, it looks like. Triple play, that's not going to happen in this inning. Phillies are a game above the San Francisco Giants in that first wild card spot. And the Miami Marlins are actually currently, they have the 3rd spot. JT's up, the count is 0-1. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws it outside for ball 2. Or for ball 1. JT did walk in the second. He's still looking for his first hit of the series. Phillies are scoreless so far. Had the bases loaded with nobody out. It was back in the third inning, and there was nothing to it. The 1-1 was outside for ball 2, and the next pitch is down low for ball 3. Beg your pardon. Wes Wilson waits in the on-deck circle. The count is 3-1 to JT. Corbin with 60 pitches. The 3-1 pitch, foul ball. And JT still stays alive. Full count to Realmuto. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch. Fly ball. It's hit out to right field and it's looking foul. And it will go out of play. So Mackenzie Gore pitched in last night's game. Ended up surrendering 9 hits. And really struggled for the Nets. The 3-2 to JT. Fly ball that's hit a long ways foul down the left field line, and it ended up hitting the third level and just came back onto the field somehow. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock, and the payoff pitch inside for ball 4. That was a pretty good at-bat by JT. Got to give him his flowers for that, because he worked up a nice, decent at-bat, and Corbin's pitch count, well, it's going up a little bit from that. Pitch was inside, and that's the second time today that JT has drawn a walk. Wes Wilson due up. First pitch to Wes. Outside for ball 1. Corbin played Pop Warner football and also played basketball at a Catholic youth organization and Little League Baseball as well. The 1-0 that's hit foul. His father was actually a driver for a sausage company. And his mother, her name was Patty. She was a nurse at a rehab center for the elderly. The 1-1. It's up high for ball 2. It's a guy that grew up in Clay, New York. He's facing Wes Wilson. 1 out. A runner over at first. The count is 2-1 to Wes. Corbin comes set, winds up, delivers, and throws a pitch that's fouled off by Wes. Wilson has gotten on base every single plate appearance. He homered in his first at-bat. Has walked a couple of times. Throw back over to first, and now JT's in a little bit of a rundown, and the throw over to second is in time as the swipe is made by Jake Alou. So now that'll make the bases empty, and JT just gets caught sleeping at the wheel, and there's 2 outs with nobody on. JT was running before the pitch was even thrown, and he was just running with a head of steam, not even looking to see where the ball was. So the count is 2-2. These are the types of things that you just can't be doing. You know, you see great baseball from this team, and then you just see some silly mistakes, like Castellanos swinging at the first pitch with the bases loaded, and just these types of rundowns on the bases. The 3-2, it's inside for ball 4. And what honestly could have been 2 runners on over at first and second. Well, there's 2 outs now and a runner over at first. So Wilson walks. JT was picked off. And Yohan Rojas is due up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. The first pitch he sees is popped up out to shallow right field. Alou calls off Thomas, and he's there to make the catch just on the outfield grass behind first base. And the inning is over. No runs, one man left, and we head to the top of the fifth. In Philadelphia, still no score at the bank. Guys, what's going on? If you're new to my channel, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. All right. I love you all so much. Today is a very special day. All right. I don't really like to toot my own horn, but today is my birthday. Okay. We're a quarter of a century of the way towards the century mark. So, yes, 25. But the only birthday wish that I have, guys, and I truly do mean this, is just let's get those like numbers up, and let's subscribe to the channel. Let's get more people to join the Play-by-Play with JJ family. And I want to get to 100 likes. I'm being honest. That would be like a really good birthday present, and I don't think it's impossible. So, get more people to join, get more people to come on here, and, you know, let's help grow the family. That's all I ask for. I don't think it's that difficult. We come on here almost every day. So, you know, it's a good trade. You guys get your friends to come on here. We keep doing this every day. And we keep putting out really good content. And then they're happy. And there's a good business trade. You guys get what you want. I get what I want. And we both get what we want. And we have fun while we do it. You know? Yes. All right. How many people do we have on here? Let's see. As Joe72, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Forgot to mention that. I do apologize. AZ Joe. More errors than hits. Wait a second. Why is this like the second time that this has happened today, guys? Like where the chat is just off. Below 95, what's going on? Jacqueline is on here. She says hi. Nola at 82 pitches. What the heck is going on with this thing? This is like the second time that this has happened over the last couple of days from Chat Ninja. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's in there for a strike, and I hate that because I use my phone for information. So that stinks. No balls, one strike. The pitch. It's down low for ball one. It's called Chat Ninja, Jacqueline. Yep. Thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks, FS Pod. I appreciate that. Guys, I apologize that I can't figure out what the heck is going on with Chat Ninja. The 1-1, swinging a bouncer. It's fouled, though, towards the third base side. And now I see that, okay, now I see all these chats coming through. Apologize about that. Yes, JJ, you're way behind on the chat, like 2 innings. Well, okay, I can't help that. Now it makes a lot of sense. It does. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola comes, set at the chest, winds up, delivers. The next pitch, it's fouled off. You got to go to bed in 2 hours. You say that, but like... You always tune in, and I'm happy that you do that. I am. I'm really happy that you do that. I'm looking down here because I'm looking at the chat down here. There we go. Harper's out of the game. What happened? The 1-2, it's up high for ball 2. What happened to Bryce? Let's see. The throw back over to first. That was from Bryce, and I guess he felt some sort of discomfort. Is that what happened? 2-2, that's up high for ball 3. Is this like actually true? He's not out of the game. Okay. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Nola is swung on and fouled. There we go. Okay, now I see. I see, said the blind man. The count is full. Aaron Nola with 89 pitches. Number 90 coming up. The payoff. Check swing. He went around. The pitch was outside. It was a knuckle curve at 80, and Aaron Nola gets his 5th strikeout of the evening. He's keeping the Phillies involved for sure. And that knuckle curve, just on that pitch, the movement on it was absolutely filthy. And I thought maybe it was actually going to be a little bit more towards the outside part of the plate, but it just had enough of a distance just to trick Alex Call. There's a changeup that's thrown downstairs to C.J. Abrams, who singled in the 3rd and also was able to get into scoring position. But then Logan Thomas ended the inning as he struck out looking. And Meneses also grounded out. The pitch, it's down low for a ball. So the count is 1-1. No, he can't because you can't replace a DH. I mean, you can, but then it becomes a position player. The 1-1, line drive caught by Bryson Stott. Stott makes the sliding catch. And there's 2 away. It's a really nice play. Two outs, nobody on. And now Thomas comes up. You're ahead of me. You just made that comment, like right before it happens. No spoilers. The pitch by Nola, it's inside for ball 1. You saw that happen before I did. Thomas is 1 for 2. He doubled in the 1st. There's 2 outs with nobody on. 1 ball, no strikes. Nola comes set at the letters. Winds up, delivers the pitch. Swinging the bouncer. It's foul, and it'll stay foul. So Thomas is 1 for 12 coming into today in the series. So make it now 2 for 13. With 2 runs scored, a double, a homer, 2 RBI, and 3 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nola comes set, kicks, fires the pitch on the outside corner. Well, he's pinning the corners perfectly. 92 with a 4-seamer. Phil's YT, I see what you're doing now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Back-to-back Ks for Aaron Nola. And we head now to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies and Nationals still scoreless. I'll be right back. Guys, I do want to apologize. I had a problem with Chat Ninja, and I had the chat up, and it wasn't loading, and now it is because I had to go back into the web browser and scroll down, and now it's finally starting to catch up to everything. So, but yes, Kathy Ann, I wanted to say thank you so much to you. Harper out with mid back spasms. Where was that reported? Where was that reported? Yes. Here comes Kyle Schwarber, and the first pitch he grounds it over to first base, and the throw is made over to Patrick Corbin as he wins the race to the bag, and there's one away. Phillies have been hitting pretty off balance. So, but Kathy Ann, thanks so much for the birthday wish. Below 95, I saw that. Thank you so much. Jacqueline, of course, thank you. And yeah, man, means a lot. Bohm comes up to the plate and he takes a strike at the knees at 92. So Corbin with 73 pitches. The 0-1 offering. It's inside for ball one. Bases are empty. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Had to catch my tongue for a quick second. The 1-1 swing and a miss. And that'll make the count now 1-2. I had to, I almost shed a tear last night because I was listening to the interview that Tom McCarthy did with Michael Lorenzen after the game. And there's some really powerful things that he said. The 1-2, it's in the dirt for ball two. So there's nobody on, one out in the bottom of the fifth. And the one thing that really caught me is that Tom McCarthy, his first question that he asked was, what would your dad be saying right now? 2-2, it's inside for ball three. And that question is really powerful because, and it was just really fitting because it was actually after his father died, Michael Lorenzen's father. Okay, he was 24 years old. The 3-2 pitch inside for ball four, and Bohm walks over to first with one out. So he was 24 years old. He came in actually as a relief pitcher with the bases loaded for the Cincinnati Reds. And he played his dad's favorite song as his walk-up, okay, when he came onto the mound, and that was Who Are You by The Who. And the story gets really interesting. We'll keep diving into it as Rodolfo Castro is going to come in to pinch hit for Bryce Harper, who just left the game with back spasms. Thanks for spotting me on that. So the count is 0-1. Castro hitting .218 with 6 homers and 22 RBI. Corbin looks back over at first. Now back to the plate. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say no. So anyhow, he got out of a bases loaded jam. This was a couple of days after his father passed away in his first game back at the big leagues. And then he went back into the clubhouse, okay, after he got out of that bases loaded jam. The 0-2, it's in the dirt. And his teammates actually helped him get back onto the field and told him that he was due up at the plate. And he came up, and on the very first pitch, it was a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. He hit his first home run. And as he's rounding home plate, you see him pointing up to the sky in honor of his dad. And he just went back into the dugout, and he wasn't crying or anything until he saw his best friend. And that was a night that he'll never forget. But tying it all back together in a bow, Lorenzen, no-hitter last night. First question McCarthy asked was, what would your dad say? And that question was just absolutely fitting. The 1-2 on the inside corner at the knees for a called third strike. And that's now 2 outs in the inning. That was when he was on the Reds. Yep. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. And Nick Castellanos is due up. First pitch to Castellanos, swinging a fly ball hit out to left field. It was well struck, but just tracked down perfectly by Rutherford, and the inning is over. The Phillies only have 1 hit in 5 innings, and we go to the top of the 6th in Philadelphia. Yeah, so as soon as he saw his best friend after that happened, that was when tears really started rolling down his face. I have no idea what his father passed away from, but, you know, as somebody that has dealt with adversity, like, I lost a brother. So, and to this day, like, I always think about him, and I really do think that there are signs out there, and it just goes beyond the game of baseball. So, his mom and wife were so excited last night and crying. Well, who wouldn't be? Like, that's an emotional moment. For sure. You're facing Corbin, who isn't supposed to be... I mean, I don't know. I can't really say too much about that, guys. It was absolutely moving. And, you know, how can you not get emotional with those types of moments? But no, that question was just absolutely fitting. And actually, I didn't even mention what his response was. His response to the question was, quote, it was quote, he'd probably be saying, "Attaboy, way to go, and way to finish it." And then right after that, of course, the buckets of water and the Powerade and Gatorade all came. And, yeah, it was really cool. His baby's name is June. And his wife Cassie was there on the field along with his mom. And I remember June last night was looking at just around the field like, what the heck is going on here? All right, we're in the top of the 6th inning. It's a scoreless game. 97 pitches for Nola so far. As he comes set, winds up, delivers, and the first pitch to Joey Meneses is in there for a called strike. Tom was also talking about last night, Tom McCarthy, that is, how, and I thought that it was an interesting word that he used, it was a quote, I'll say it in his quotes, that it was a family type of a night. The 0-1, it's fouled off. And what he meant by that was that it was just so emotional, and it just makes you think about just the game of baseball and what it really does bring. And baseball, for me, always goes back to my roots, guys. It's always goes back to my family. And last night for the Phillies, well, all the employees who were there last year actually got their rings from John Middleton and from ownership. The 0-2, it's outside for ball 1. So Nola has reached the century mark. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. Fly ball hit out to right field, and it's going to bloop in for a hit. Takes about 3 bounces or so. Wes Wilson plays it on a bounce, and the throw is made over to second. That was actually cut off by Stotts. So an opposite field single for Joey Meneses, and don't know how long the leash is going to be on Nola. But it should be very interesting for sure. Keibert Ruiz is due up. But everybody from last year, yeah, as I mentioned, they got their rings. That was really cool. The pitch. It's on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. I remember when Good Morning Football, okay, I worked on Good Morning Football while I was at NFL Films, and you know, we got honored. We actually ended up winning an Emmy for Good Morning Football. I don't necessarily remember what the Emmy was for, but the 0-1 is down low. But I remember that feeling of just, being a part of something, being a part of a collaborative effort, and just earning that. And that was just something that was really cool that I'll always remember. 1-1 Nola comes set, winds up, delivers. There's a curveball that's on the outside corner for a called strike. How was dance today, Jacqueline? How was it? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Ruiz. Fly ball it out to right field. That's going to drop in for a hit right in front of Wes Wilson. Rounding second, going over to third is Meneses, and the throw is made over to second base as Turner fields it on a couple of hops right at the bag. And that's now back-to-back hits allowed by Nola, and that's going to be it for sure. Thompson's like, I've seen enough as he comes up the steps, and he'll pull the plug. Don't know who's going to come in yet, but there will be a call to the bullpen as the Phillies and the Nationals are scoreless still, but the Nationals are in the hunt of striking first. Thompson comes out, gives Nola a little pat on the back, and Matt Strahm is going to be coming in. Here we go. All right. Cool. Oh, boy. So. I want to ask you guys something. Have you guys ever, had a moment where you felt like you saw something that was something that you've never seen in your life and never, would have thought that you would have ever seen something like that? Maybe it was a sign. Maybe it was, just something that was just coincidental that you thought maybe wasn't a coincidence. Let me know down below in the comments section. And Marshy, I've had 5 relationships that passed away, says Andrew. Oh, man. That's, I can't even put that into words. That's absolutely tough. And life-changing and devastating. And, there's only so much that you can say about that. Guys, if you are new to the channel, this is Play-by-Play with JJ, okay? My name is Jason Joseph. We've been coming on here for 7 months, guys. It's about to be 8. It's about to be 8 months pretty soon, so. But yeah, please please subscribe. Today is actually my birthday, and I would seriously appreciate it if we at least get to the 50 mark, guys. Come on, we have to at least get to the 50. I really want to get 100. That's really the birthday wish that I have. But if we don't get to 100, we have to get to 50 at least. Oh boy. We don't shy away from deep conversations too, guys. Matt Strahm's going to come in. There's runners at the corners. Strahm has pitched in 37 games this season. Nola is responsible for the runners over at first and third. The first pitch to Smith. Bouncer it over to first. The throw over to second. There's one. The throw back to first. Not in time. Bohm was actually covering the bag over at first, so he switches from third to first. The runner from third actually stayed put. It was a good play by Bohm to just recognize that he had to get the second lead runner, if you will, out, because the lead runner really stayed put. And made a good throw over to second, and Turner, who was covering the bag, tried to make a good throw over to first, and it was a pretty good throw, but it was just late. Andrew, I give you a lot of credit, man. We have a lot of, different types of relationships than, what you and I know. But the most important thing at the end of the day is family. And You're always welcome on here, dude. And we appreciate each and every one of you. First pitch to Eldemiro Vargas. It's in there for a strike. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and popped out. He has 3 homers and 18 RBI on the season. He's 0 for 2 today, as I mentioned. Infield playing in towards the infield grass. The 0-1, it's up high for ball 1. And I truly mean that, man. You know, I don't just say that. Once you're in the play-by-play with JJ family, you're in it. One and one is the count. There's 1 out. And the pitch, fly ball, hit out to left field, and that's a fair ball. That's going out towards the corner. 1 run's going to come in to score. That's Meneses, and the throw by Schwarber's cut off by Turner. And it's an RBI double. And the Nats are up 1-0. Pitch was right down the middle, and Strom knew it as soon as he threw it that he just gave one up right there. And he did. So that puts runners over at second and third. The pitch by Strom to Jake Alou. It's in there for a strike. Jake tonight is 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the fourth. He's only had 1 hit in the series so far. 2 runners in scoring position. The 0-1 delivery, foul ball. Lefty on lefty here as Matt Strom is in the ball game. So Harper did come out of the game. He was dealing with back spasms, and that's why Alec Boehm's over at first, and Rodolfo Castro is over at third. 0-2 is the count. We're in the top of the 6th. The Nationals have just struck first on an RBI double. That was hit by Eldemiro Vargas. The pitch, foul ball. We're only in the top of the 6th, and this game is almost 2 hours old. Stone Garrett waits in the on-deck circle. He has been red hot lately for the Washington Nationals. The 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Strom. He went with a cutter at 86. There's 2 outs. 2 hours old means that it's been going on for 2 hours. Here comes Stone Garrett. It was 2 outs. There's 2 outs with 2 runners on. First pitch. It's on the upper third of the zone for a called strike. At 95 on the gun. Garrett, as a pinch hitter this season, is 3 for 12 with a double and RBI, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks. No balls, 1 strike. Matt Strom lines up and delivers the pitch on the inside corner at 95, and it's a called strike. After Strom, I think I'd go with some sort of a breaking pitch. Maybe a slider or a curve here. The 0-2. That time he went with a fastball that was way up high. Not even close to the strike zone, and the count is 1-2. Two outs, 2 runners on in scoring position. We're in the top of the 6th. It's a 1-0 lead for Washington. The 1-2. It's upstairs. And the count is now 2-2. Phillies will be playing tomorrow night at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Good slider thrown. And Strom strikes out Stone Garrett. And the inning is over. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Jacqueline, no spoilers, dude. No spoilers. I don't know if you know what a spoiler is, but it's basically like when you comment something that you see, like before I see it, it's like spoiling a movie. So, like you don't want somebody to like tell you like what happens like during the movie until you see it. So that's what a spoiler is. But try not to post spoilers in the chat, Jacqueline. I know you're a girl. I know you're a girl. The other Jacqueline's on here. What's up, Jacqueline? The other one. Jacqueline with a Q-U. It's cool. What's up, Jacqueline? All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off. I'll be right back, guys. All right, here comes Bryson Stott, and the first pitch that he sees is upstairs and inside for ball 1. You doing any NFL preseason games too? No, I'm not. The 1-0, it's at the knees for a called strike. Oh my gosh, I spelled Jacqueline wrong. The 1-1. It's in there for a called strike. That was funny. All right. Stott today's 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the second, also stole a base. He's behind in the count 1-2 right here. Phillies down 1-0. Well, the only offense came in the top of the 6th. The 1-2. There's a grounder. It's pulled over towards the first base side. The throw to Corbin, though, is off the line. It gets right by Corbin. Tough play over at first by Dom Smith, who was playing towards the outfield grass. He threw it over to first. Let's see if it was a little bit wide. Backhanded it perfectly, made a throw over to first, and Corbin just missed it. I don't know if he took his eyes off the ball. Let's see here. Did he? I think it just went through his glove. He was focusing more on tagging the bag and just lost it. And Patrick's like, my bad. So that's going to probably go down as an E1. And Dave Martinez will come in to make a pitching change. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Phillies, well, they haven't provided any offense yet. The Nationals do lead at 1-0 on an RBI single by Odemero Vargas. Burns, yes, he did shut us down at one point. Guys, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Today is my birthday, and, it would mean the world to me if you guys hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We're really looking to grow the family, guys, so if you know other people that would be interested in just coming on here that loves Philly sports as much as we do, and likes the Patriots as well, we want to just grow the family. So please, spread the word. Word of mouth, and let's get more people to come on here. Let's really try to get our friends to come on and be a part of the family, because that's the best way that we can do things. So, you meant Corbin, not Burns. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Oh, Jacqueline. Thanks, Donna. Thanks for celebrating with us. Oh, thank you for coming on here, Donna. You're the best. You're the best. That's why we do this. Thank you. Oh, man. If you guys also want to donate to the channel, please feel free to hit the super chat button. Please feel free to do that. Trey Turner's coming up. There's a runner over at first. It's Bryson Stott. Andres Machado is going to come in to pitch for the Nats. He's 3-0 on the season. He has a 6.48 earned run average. He's gone 25 innings. He has 23 strikeouts and 7 walks allowed. The first pitch that he throws to Turner is outside for ball 1. Time he goes with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Lifetime-wise, Turner's actually 0 for 3 with a strikeout against Machado. That's why Dave Martinez wanted to put him in here, just because of the matchup. Nats are 50-65. So they're in last place in the NL East. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a towering fly ball. Hit out to deep left field. It's going back to the track. And that baby's gone. The Phillies lead it 2-1. And Trey Turner just hit his 12th home run in a clutch moment. As he rounds home plate and gets high fives. He is really heating up now. Ring the bell. That certainly gets fans on their feet. High fives all around the dugout. Turner with a big hit. A punch and a counter punch. JT Realmuto comes up. The first pitch by Machado is at the knees on the inside corner for a called strike. JT with 2 walks today. That thing was absolutely crushed by Turner. The launch angle was just so high, it looked like it was going to go to the moon. No balls, 1 strike to JT. The 0-1 by Machado. The pitch. Foul ball. Good at-bat by Trey. I mean, you can just tell that he is just so happy in that dugout, and there's just a new feeling. The 0-2, bouncer hit over to shortstop, played on the hop by Abrams. The throw over to first is not in time. The throw was low. It actually took about 2 bounces or so before it landed in the glove of Dom Smith, but JT hustled down the bag and was safe on an infield single. Man, Turner with a fastball right down the pipe. Even he was shocked about how high that thing went. And he just didn't even take his eyes off the ball and just threw the bat over towards the dugout and was like, let me just go over to first. So the Phillies lead it 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th. There's a runner over at first. That's JT Realmuto. Oops, did I run out of ink? Nope, I did not. Thank goodness. This was my blue pen, guys. Machado with 5 pitches so far. As the time was called, as Hickey went out there to have a conversation, and now, is this Jake Cave coming up to pinch hit? It is. So JT gets a single, so Wes Wilson's day is done. And Jake Cave comes up, and he takes a changeup on the outside corner for a called strike. As a pinch hitter this season, he's 1 for 4 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. He had a 2-run home run to dead center field in Game 1 of the doubleheader on Tuesday. Machado comes set, winds up, delivers, and it's swung on and missed. So that makes the count now 0-2. Nighttime is here. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The throw back to first. It's not in time to get JT. One thing that you also have to just admire about JT's game is that he is one of the fastest catchers in baseball. Joe LaSorsa is warming up in the Nationals bullpen. The count is 0-2. The pitch. Bouncer. It's just fouled, though, and was actually tapped right over towards the third base foul line. Sir Anthony Dominguez is getting loosened up in the bullpen for the Phils. JT does have 12 stolen bases on the season. No balls, 2 strikes. Machado comes set and fires, and it's way off the plate and outside. The count is now 1-2 to Jake Cave. Nine pitches for Machado. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 down low. And also inside as well for ball 2. So Patrick Corbin is going to get a no decision, and so is Aaron Nola. Just noticed that. 2-2 is the count. Machado comes set and fires and throws it outside. He is pitching from the stretch. And that makes the count full. Machado with a full count here. The payoff pitch outside for ball 4. And Jake Cave is able to draw a walk. That was a really good at-bat. Talk about a guy that's coming in to pinch hit. He's behind in the count and just shows a lot of patience and a lot of grit at the plate and realizes that he doesn't really even have to make any sort of contact. He just has to put up a good at-bat. That's what the game is all about. First pitch to Rojas is a pop-up from a bunt, and the catch is made in foul territory by Odemero Vargas. Just didn't square it up in a good amount of time. Rojas has been he's been really struggling bunting the baseball, but that's the first out. And now Dave Martinez is going to make another move here. They're going to go with a lefty on lefty as LaSorsa is going to come in to face Kyle Schwarber. So that's the matchup that's going to happen. And, well, Machado will head over towards the dugout for the Nats. All right. Just to let you know, the Pats are losing to the Texans in their first preseason game. Oh, wow. What's the score, Dad? Shout out to my dad. My dad is awesome. I love my dad. I love my mom. I love my aunt. Everybody from the Joseph family is watching tonight, and I'm beyond blessed to have very supportive parents in my life. And this day doesn't happen. This channel doesn't happen without the family. So, this isn't just a day about me, guys. It's about honoring everybody that's a part of the family that made me into the person that I am today. So, this is for you guys too. All right, I'll be right back. I'll see you guys very shortly. Don't change that channel. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. That was really weird. I was trying to do a little bit of a different voice. I'll see you soon. See you very soon. Alrighty. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Guys, we only have 34 likes, and there's 49 of you on here. You know what I'm going to say? You better hit that thumbs up button. We have to at least get to 50. We have to. I want for my birthday 100. That's what I want. I don't think it's too much to ask for. But you guys are on here. I give you this content for free, and all you got to do is just hit that thumbs up button, guys. It's plain and simple, and it's free. It's so F-R-E-E. Here comes Schwarber as he was free swinging at that pitch. I was trying to make a little bit of a pun there, but that did not work out. The dad jokes aren't such a good thing for JJ. Schwarber's 0 for 1. He's walked twice. There's 2 runners on. Runners at first and second with 1 out. The 0-1 by La Sorsa is downstairs. The count is 1-1. So Joe is from Mount Kisco, New York. He's 25 years old. I wonder where Mount Kisco is when you look at a map. Is that like does anybody know like where that is? Is that like close to like New York City? Can somebody actually look that up on the map? The 1-1. It's in there for a strike. Wonder if it's near Goshen. I guess I could look it up, but it's hard to do 2 things at once. If somebody could look that up, I'm just curious. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. The next pitch, swing and a miss. And Schwarber strikes out for the first time tonight. So the matchup work. Larry, you're I said it's in New York, but where in New York? That was my question. Alec Boehm is due up at the plate. There's 2 outs. It's in New York. That makes it very clear. First pitch to Boehm. Fly ball hit out to left field. Garrett tracks it down, though, and makes the catch, and the inning is over. However, the Phillies take a 2-1 lead on a 2-run blast hit by Trey Turner. And we head to the top of the 7th. Phillies lead it 2-1. Okay. Well, I'm pulling I'm pulling a John Kruk here. To be honest, I stopped keeping score in that 5th inning for the most part. Writing stuff down like here and there, but I haven't really been doing it consistently. Okay, all right, guys, it is time for our Phillies trivia question of the day. All right, do not spam the chat with the answer, but write your answers down below. Okay? And, yeah, man. So, for those of you that are new to the channel, if you get the Phillies trivia question correct, all right, I ask a Phillies trivia question. You guys answer it. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and we reveal each and every one of your answers. And whoever gets it right first, well, they'll hear that sound. Grammy Hammer. You say granny. See, that's what confuses me. You say granny. It's Grammy Hammer, not granny. And if you get it wrong, you'll hear this. You always say granny, and that's why it confuses me. It's Grammy. And no, that's not the answer. Okay. So I asked a question before. I want to know if you guys were paying attention. Okay? I said that there were 4 pitchers, right? Or sorry, 3 other pitchers that went to the same high school that Michael Lorenzen did, that pitched a no-hitter in their time at the majors. Rename all 3 of those people. That's the question. From that high school. From Michael Lorenzen's high school. Okay? That's the question. I will give you a hint, though. I did say that the high school was Fullerton High School. I want to know if you guys are paying attention. It's Westchester. Oh, thank you. Thank you for spotting me. Thank you. So, all right, Sir Anthony Dominguez is coming in. He's 2-2 on the season. He has a 4.26 earned run average and 31.2 innings of work. So, yes. So, just to repeat the question, all right, I want to see if you guys are paying attention. You can go back to the film as well of what I said in the bottom of, I forget what inning it was actually. Whoops. First pitch. It's popped up out to shortstop, and Turner's there to make the catch. I asked a question, okay? I said that Michael Lorenzen went to Fullerton High School, okay? He went there, of course, and all four pitchers who actually went to that high school, okay, all pitched a no-hitter in their time at the majors. All four major league pitchers that graduated from that high school. They're all alum. Who were those other three guys besides Lorenzen? That's my question. The 0-1, it's down low for ball one. So C.J. Abrams is up at the plate. So you guys never know what my questions are going to be. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. It's up high for ball 2 by Sir Anthony. C.J. Abrams is hitting .258 with 11 homers and 44 RBI. The 2-1, it's a foul ball. Hit out towards the third base side in foul territory. Dude, you just spelled it the same. 2-2 is the count. There's 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The bases are empty. Dominguez comes set. Winds up and delivers. And he gets the friendly call. It was a little bit off the plate, but it's a called third strike in the eyes of Trip Gibson. And C.J. Abrams is like, man, oh man, that is not a strike. Sometimes it's just those types of days. Two outs, nobody on. The pitch inside for ball 1 to Lane Thomas. You know, not a lot of people know this, but Logan Thomas actually did go to my high school. The 1-0. There's a fly ball hit out to shallow center field. On the run is Rojas, and he's there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So Lane Thomas flies out to center, and Sir Anthony Dominguez pitches a 1-2-3 inning. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Algo people, do your thing. We've been slacking today on my birthday. I want a good birthday present from you guys, and the only present I want is just to get more subscribers and to hit that thumbs up button. Let's see how we're all doing. We got 46 people on here. All right, 8 of you still have yet to hit that thumbs up button, guys. We haven't even gotten to 40 yet. We gotta. Each and every one of you matters, and you're all a part of the family. But I also understand that people are busy, people are away from their phones, and I understand that. But yes, okay. So the question is, were you paying attention when I said a fact? Okay, I said that Michael Lorenzen was one of 4 pitchers, okay, who've made it to the big leagues from Fullerton High School in California. And all 4 of those pitchers, right, including Michael, threw a no-hitter at the big league level. Who were the other 3? That is the question. Besides Michael Lorenzen. Larry is literally unbelievable at times. So, all right. That's the question. Comment your answers down below. And then we'll go over the answers, guys. You don't know. That's not an answer. You can look it up, too. I can't stop you from doing that. Jacqueline, please do not spam the chat. I do not spam that chat. Rodolfo Castro takes that one outside for a ball. The 1-0, it's inside for ball 2. You don't know the answer. All right, well, we'll reveal it in the top of the 8th. I do need to be more consistent with these things, guys. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch by La Sorsa is on the outside corner for a called strike. And now the count is 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's nobody on and nobody out. La Sorsa comes set and fires, and it's outside for ball 4. Yes, you are, Jacqueline. You are. All right. There's the Philly fanatic. Okay, so one of you did get the answer. Did get one of the answers correct. Walter Johnson. That is correct. Jacqueline, I'm going to put you in the timeout. I've asked you to please stop, and you're not listening to me. So I got to put you in a timeout, dude. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, foul ball. There we go. Jim Bunning. Was it Jim Bunning? That's the question. And Castellanos' hit that he had was a long foul. Count is 0-2. Jim Bunning is incorrect. The 0-2. Foul ball. Okay. What's up, Philly Halftime? Thanks for coming on here. No balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos. He's 0 for 3 today. The 0-2 pitch. It's down low and inside for ball 1. Okay, so I gave a fact before, earlier in the game, and I said that Michael Lorenzen, who pitched a no-hitter for the Phillies last night, went to Fullerton High School, okay? And all 4 pitchers that made it to the big leagues from that high school, each pitched a no-hitter. And I gave you all 4 of those pitchers that did it, including Michael. So, that's the question. That's the trivia question. So, Walter Johnson was correct. He was an alum from that high school. The other 2 were Steve Busby, who pitched 2 no-hitters and played with the Royals. The 1-2, foul ball. And the other guy, somebody else did say this, and I forgot to mention that. Mike Warren. That was Larry. So that's correct, too. So, that was the trivia question for today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. La Sorsa comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's up high. You guys got to pay attention. You never know what my trivia question's going to be. If I say a fact, I might ask that question. Steve Busby, Walter Johnson, Mike Warren, and Michael Lorenzen all went to Fullerton High School. They're all four of those pitchers were the only pitchers that actually made it to the majors and got it and got a no-hitter. Someone got all 4 correct. Who was it? Larry, stop. Oh, my gosh. It was you. Yes. Yes. The 2-2. The pitch to Castellanos. Swinging a towering fly ball. Hit out to left field. That has a chance to go. And it will. It just gets out of here. 3 homers in 2 days for Nick Castellanos. That fan who just caught it is absolutely fired up. Good timing from Castellanos. Got to say that. Good at bat, too. I mean, it was just a incredible at bat that he was able to work up. And the Phillies lead it 4-1. They got a 2-run homer from Casti. 9-pitch at bat. All right, what the heck happened to Bryson Stott? Uh-oh. They just Bryson Stott must have got hit. Okay, he got hit, and Rob Thompson's going out there to see if he's all right. He's walking over to first. They missed that. Oh, it hit him right in the elbow. Right in the elbow. Oh, boy. There we go. Or was that the back elbow? Is that the back elbow without the pad? Don't know. Anyhow, he's walking over to first base, and there's the trainer just to see if he's all right. I think he's going to stay in, so that'll be all right. Stott hit by a pitch. Yep, I saw. Beat you to it. Phillies lead at 4-1. Nick Castellanos just hit a 2-run homer. Just continues to hit really well against the Nats. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes Trey Turner. Turner at the plate with the pitch. Fly ball hit out to shallow right center field, and Thomas is on the run, and he makes the catch as he runs towards home plate. And there's one away. There's the Philly fanatic right behind the Phillies dugout, having a good time with some fans over there. Is that a... I don't know what that is. That's pretty cool, though. There's one out in the bottom of the 7th. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Give you this content for free. Today is my birthday. That's the only present I ask for. The pitch to JT is in there for a called strike. He's 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. LaSource is still out there on the bump. The throw back over to first. It's not in time. Dom Smith was able to make the catch, but just threw it back towards the mound. That home run by Castellanos. He just barreled it up, and that power just looks so smooth. LaSource winds up and throws it down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies lead it 4-1. LaSource throws back over to first, and it's not in time again. So Joe is 25 years old, as I mentioned. He stands at 6'5", 215 pounds. He has a 1.29 whip. The 1-1 offering. Fly ball hit out to right center field. That has a chance to go back to the wall. And that one is gone. JT Realmuto puts the Phillies up 6-1. 390 feet. And the Philly fanatic is going bananas. The Phillies have scored 6 times and have hit 3 2-run home runs in the ballgame. That was a mile high. 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th so far. And there's still 1 out with the bases empty. LaSorsa with 24 pitches. He'll have to face Cave here, and the first pitch that he sees is inside for ball 1. Cave walked in the 6th. He's hitting .218 with 2 homers and 13 RBI. The 1-0, that's swung on and missed, and the count is 1-1. Was just going to mention that JT was actually 0 for 2 lifetime against LaSorsa. The pitch, grounder, pulled over towards the first base side as Dom Smith gets on one knee and makes a little flip over to first to LaSorsa, and he wins the race to the bag to get Cave out. There's 2 outs now. Two away in the bottom of the 7th. And Yohan Rojas is due up. Rojas has struck out, popped out, and fouled out. 2 outs with nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch to Rojas, it's fouled off. You forgot you were in timeout because you were too busy watching the Phillies getting homers. I mean that's what happens, dude. Like when you don't follow the rules, you know, I got to put you in a timeout. You kept spamming the chat, so you can't be doing that. I asked you very nicely a couple of times. The pitch, just a little bit low for ball 1. It's okay. 1-2, it's a ground ball, and it's fouled towards the third base side. It's all right. You just got to, I just, I had to do what I had to do, you know. You got to follow directions. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. It takes 2 bounces in front of Garrett. The throw over to second base is off the line, and Yohan Rojas dives in there safely. Rojas turning it up with the speed as he storms into second base and dives in there like the Flash. That was sort of like the same pitch that Castellanos had, and Rojas was just able to get enough oomph on it. Schwarber due up, and he takes a strike, a slider at 75. 2 outs, a runner over at second. Schwarber's 0 for 2 tonight. The 0-1, it's in there for a strike. It's 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. That's funny. The pitch. It's down low and way outside for ball 1. Kyle, it's interesting because I was looking at the stats with Kyle Schwarber in different types of situations, and with a 1-2 count. It's interesting to me because he actually has a lot of homers. The pitch, swing, gonna miss, and he goes down swinging that time. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies lead it 6-1, thanks to 2 two-run home run jacks in this inning. One by Castellanos, and the other one by JT Realmuto. And we head now to the top of the 8th. All right, I'm going to take another step off, guys. I have got to stretch. I have to take a break really quickly. Hit the thumbs up button, though. Please hit the subscribe button, too. All right, I'll be right back, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Alrighty. Ooh, boy. Junior Marte is going to come in. He's pitched in 34 games this season. He has a 1-1 record. He's also has a 5.01 ERA. Opponents are batting .275 against him, and he'll have to face the meat of the order, if you will, with Meneses leading things off. First pitch. It's in there for a strike. 97 on the gun. Are those Vans that he's wearing? They look really, really cool. No balls, 1 strike. And Marte comes set, winds up, delivers, and it's down low for a ball. Joey's hitting .279 with 11 homers and 63 RBI. He singled back in the 6th and also scored a run, too. The 1-1, line drive back up the middle for a hit, and Marte had the duck as it's back up there for a single. So a leadoff single to start off the top of the 8th. And Keibert Ruiz is due up. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a single tonight. Marte winds up the pitch. It's a slider that swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. His time is called really quickly. Junior is 28 years old. Played, actually signed as an international free agent with the Kansas City Royals and made his MLB debut with the San Francisco Giants. Marte comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's outside for a ball. It was back in 2022. He went 0-3 with the AAA Sacramento River Cats, who was the AAA affiliate of the Giants. The 1-1. Line drive it down in the right center field. And knocking it down is Jay Cave. Did a pretty good job at getting over towards the ball. He got a good jump on it as he played it on a bounce and was able to throw it back towards the infield. And there's now back-to-back singles expected. Or back-to-back singles given up by Marte. Now Dom Smith is due up. With the Giants, he was actually 1-1 with a 5.44 earned run average. It was in 39 appearances, and he throws the first pitch to Dom Smith way up high and outside, and JT wants to talk things over, and he will. Phillies lead at 6-1. They were down 1-0 in the top of the 6th, and then Trey Turner in the bottom of the 6th had a 2-run homer. Then the Phillies had 2 more 2-run home runs, including one by Nick Castellanos in the bottom of the 7th and another one by JT Realmuto in the bottom of the 7th. We need 2 more likes, guys, to get to 40. Let's get to the 50 mark for my birthday, please. Please get to that 50 mark. First pitch to Dom. Well, second pitch, I should say. First pitch since the meeting is fouled off. And the count is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch by Marte. That swung on and missed for strike 2. The pitch by Marte. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball that was in the dirt and inside, and that's the first out of the inning. See what type of a pitch that was there. It was a slider that just went down low. And Dom Smith went fishing after it. First pitch. There's a line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That is a fair ball. 1 run comes in to score. And that's an RBI double. So it's now 6-2 with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Can't believe that just stayed fair. That was down the first base line by C.J. Abrams. Let's see. Yep. Just stayed fair down the right field line. So an RBI double by C.J. And Marte throws it, and it's a foul ball to Jake Alou. Gregory Soto's now getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. The left-handed pitcher who started off actually came from the Tigers last year for the Phillies. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. And it swung on and missed. Alou is 0 for 3 as he reached on an error in the 4th. Sometimes it is really hard to tell because it just like jumps so quickly from shot to shot. You know, if it's a fair or foul ball, and you can't see an umpire's reaction all the time. Marte winds up and throws it in the dirt. The count is 1-2. The Giants then traded Junior Marte to the Phillies. That was back on January 9th of 2023 in exchange for Eric Miller. The 1-2 is outside and high. Miller is now 23 years old. He is from Anaheim, California. Actually, he's 25, excuse me. But he's still in the Giants organization. The pitch, foul ball. Phillies lead at 6-2. There's 1 out in the top of the 8th. Alou up at the plate. Marte in a little bit of a jam here. The pitch, it's inside for ball 3. The Guardians actually beat the Toronto Blue Jays today by a score of 4-3. So that score. Payoff pitch. Swing, get a miss. Big strikeout for Marte. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 8th. He has struck out both batters. That have gotten outs. What do you mean, where did my chat go? Chat's right here. It's right here. Stone Garrett's due up. With 2 runners in scoring position, the pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Stone is struck out in the 6th. He actually came in to pinch hit and is playing out in left field. Count is 0-1. Marte with 19 pitches so far in just this inning alone. 15 seconds left on the pitch clock. No balls, 1 strike. Marte winds up and throws it down low for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, it's inside for ball 2. Big spot here. Can Marte get out of the jam? If Garrett gets on, then the tying run would be coming up to the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good slider thrown. It was up high. It actually could have caught the upper third of the zone. But that makes the count 2-2. And Marte one pitch away from getting out of this little traffic jam here. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 to Garrett off the plate. This game is almost 3 hours old. Got started at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Full count here to Stone Garrett. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. And we go to the top of the 9th. Stone Garrett strikes out. Jacqueline, I told you no spoilers. I told you. You have to go to bed in about a half hour. Yeah. I told you no spoilers. You reacted to something that I saw. You reacted to something before I saw it. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button too. All right, I'm going to take another step off. I'll be right back. I'll see you soon. All right, Alpolm's coming up. And he swings and misses at the first pitch thrown by Federer. Federer comes set, winds up, delivers, and it's swung on and missed for strike 2. Jose Ferrer, pitch for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, has worked his way up all the way to the majors right now. And the count is now 1-2. Vikings are on at 10 p.m. Make sure that the game's over by then. Thanks. The 1-2, it's fouled off. And the count still remains at 1-2. So Bohm's up at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. The pitch, foul ball. Ferrer comes set at the belt, kicks, fires the pitch, grounder hit over to third, played on a hop by Vargas, and he throws it over to first as he spins, moves, and throws it across the diamond. And gets Bohm out. I think he was taking some ballet classes or maybe some tap dancing classes as well. I don't know. But he made it look so easy, that's for sure. And Bohm just, I don't know if he stumbled or what, getting out of the batter's box. But there's one away. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch to Rodolfo Castro is downstairs for a ball. Castro was acquired by the Phillies via trade for Bailey Falter. The pitch. High hopper, hit back up the middle. Abrams has it, though, and throws a dart over to first, and it's in time. And Castro is out, and there's 2 away. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, and hit that subscribe button. We got to get to at least 50 likes for my birthday. We're just 1 like away. And here comes Castellanos, who homered his last time up. He has now extended his hitting streak. Forgot to mention this. He's now extended it to 11 games in a row. He's in 277 now with 20 homers and 72 RBI. The first pitch, grounder hit over to third. Vargas has it, throws across the diamond, and what a dig by Dom Smith. As he digs it out, backhanded. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Phils. It's not a safe situation, but Craig Kimbrell is going to try to get the last 3 outs and put this series to bed. Let's close it out. Yeah, man. Man. I think we're, I'll be honest with you. I think we're running out of gas a little bit tonight, guys. I don't know why. But sometimes, like, you know how sometimes, like, rookies hit a wall, right? Like, Matisse Thybulle hits this wall. You know, like, he does really well in, like, his first couple of like his first month of games or so, and then just stumbles because he's getting used to, like, the new schedule, like, out of college, and he's a rookie, and he's not used to it. You know, you have players in hockey and in football that hit walls sometimes, and I think that maybe we may have hit a wall tonight. And it's not a bad thing. It's all a part of the growing process. It's all a part of the process. I played first once. Digging out those low throws is really tough. It is. And he did it backhanded. So. But, like I said, we're having fun like while we're doing this, but it's a learning experience. And the only way to get better at something is just to practice and practice and practice and practice. Hope you have a good time. Yeah, man, we're having fun. I'm definitely having fun. I just definitely feel like I've hit a little bit of a wall tonight. You have bad games that you call, and you have good games. That's how it goes. You ran through the wall. Now are you on the dark side of the moon? Hopefully you get that reference. Thought it was raining there for a minute. Yes. Here comes Craig Kimbrell, who's 6-3 on the season. Opponents are batting 170 against him with 68 strikeouts and 49 innings of work. Good one. You got to give me credit on that, Larry. You got to give me credit on that. That was pretty funny. So Kimbrell's going to come in to pitch the 9th. Again, it's not a safe situation, but Phillies are 3 outs away from getting their 64th win of the season. Call will lead things off, and then we'll flip back to the lineup card, and it'll be Abrams and Thomas up after that. Kimbrell gets it at the letters, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's bunted foul down the third base line. Full credit, no doubt. Thanks. I thought you were going to say full credit, no debit. That's what I thought you were going to say. What's up, yes, sir? The ball is 1 strike. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kimbrel gets set. Kick steals the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? And they say he did. He did not, actually. Nope, he did. Graphics operator fooled me. Home plate umpire said he went around, and then the graphics operator made it a 1-1 count. I was sworn that he went. Gotta trust the instincts. The ball's 2 strikes, and the trainer's going out there to see if JT's okay, because I think that the ball got a little bit of his bare hand. It's his throwing hand, so Rob Thompson's out there too, just to make sure he's okay. He's getting some bandages, but let's see. So it was oh yeah, it was a bouncer that was hit over towards him, and he tried to glove it and make the play with his glove, but it actually backfired and it hit him right on the hand. So now he's just trying to feel pressure. Phillies, after this series is done, or after this game is done, I should say, going to be starting a 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins tomorrow. The ball is 2 strikes. Kimbrel comes set, winds up, delivers the pitch. It's outside for a ball. They play at 7:05 tomorrow night. Then they play at 6:05 on Saturday night. We will not be doing Saturday night or Sunday afternoon's game because I'm being taken away from my family. It's not that bad, actually. They're actually taking me away. A 1-2. It's fouled off. We're actually going to go to we are going to go to a Nationals game. I've never been to Washington Stadium, and that'll be really cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fly ball it out to right field. Cave on the run, and he's there to make the catch as he stops as soon as he catches it. Still trying to figure out how to. Oh, dude, thank you. Yeah, man. If you hit the super chat button, there's a. That'd be really, yeah, man. That's awesome. If you guys did have a super chat today, and if I missed that, I really do apologize. It's just a lot to keep my eyes on, The pitch, it's down low, especially when some people are spamming the chat. What a bitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. Thanks, AJ. I appreciate it. No, but we love everybody on here, guys. We accept people that are all ages. We love each and every one of you. Just busting your chops, Jacqueline. It is funny. 2 balls, 1 strike to C.J. Abrams. There's 1 out. Bases are empty in the top of the 9th. What's up, Rising Rhino? The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out to left field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Abrams can fly. Rojas bobbles it, and now he gets over to it, and he throws it over to the shortstop, and Abrams gets in there without a throw to second base. Yes. Thank you guys so much. PAS, how you doing, man? All right, so a 1-out double by CJ. And Lane Thomas is coming up. Thomas is 1 for 4 on the afternoon. First pitch, popped up, out to left field. Schwarber is there to get underneath it, and he's there to make the catch. And there's 2 away. And just like that, the Nats are down to their final out. So Kimbrel will have to face Joey Meneses right here. He's batting on the right side. 2 outs, and Abrams leads off at second. The first pitch to Joey. Foul ball. Meneses is 2 for 4 today with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. He had 2 homers 2 nights ago in the second game of the doubleheader. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner over at second. Kimbrel looks back at third, takes a quick breath. Now back at the plate. The 1-1, check swing, did he go? And Jordan Baker says he did. And the Nats are down to their final strike. Somebody's doing a robot dance out there. That's really cool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kimbrel comes set, winds up, delivers. It's popped up. Out in foul territory towards the first base side. Does anyone have room? Boom. Can't make the catch. He was at the rail, and I think he took his eye off the ball at the very last second, and he probably would have been able to make it. Let's see, did he take his eye off of it? I think he was anticipating that it was going to be more towards, that it was going to land towards his head, and he just flinched out of the way. That's what happened. He called off JT. It was right in front of the Phillies dugout. It's not a robot dance. Then what is it? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Check swing, did he go? They say no that time. What is it? Tell me what it is. It looks like it was the robot. I have 7 games in 3 days this weekend. I'm going to enjoy my night off. 2-2 is the count to Joey Meneses. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the ball game is over. The Phillies win 6-2 and beat the Washington Nationals and take 3 of 4 at home. Well, not a lot of offense throughout the first 5 innings. Actually, there was no offense whatsoever for either team. But the Phillies now, they're 1.5 games above the San Francisco Giants in the NL Wild Card. And they're also 4 games above the Miami Marlins. Good win for the Phils. And all they really needed was 3 2-run home runs. 1 by JT, 1 by Nick Castellanos, and the other one by Trey Turner, and Trey Turner's home run. That was an absolutely huge homer. But the difference, though, was the one hit by Castellanos. All right, cool. Does that make my comments even more? Oh, man. Guys, I do want to say thank you so much for coming on here. It means a lot to me. I do love each and every one of you. All right. What a day. I'm still kind of on the high of last night. But that was pretty cool. All right. We got a birthday win. And that was all that we could really ask for. All right. Love you all so much. I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of the 2 hours I have left for my birthday. But I am happy I got to spend it with you guys because you guys are family to me. But I have another family, and that is my actual parents and my aunt, and probably will talk to my sister too. It's been an emotional day, but you always have to be reminded on the birthdays especially that the people that love you, the people that hug you and feed you, those are the people that you have to get back to almost every night, guys. All right. Love you all. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Lila Tov.